I've seen more bots in the game of League of Legends in the past week to 2 weeks than I have in the past 10 years. And when I say bots, I mean somebody who is not even a player. It's like an actual bot. Usually it goes down into bot lane. Oftentimes it's a support, and it literally just auto attacks and dies. It just keeps going back to the turrets over and over again. It's not hard-inting, but it's not using abilities either, and eventually just plays itself as an AFK member of your team. They end up completely useless, and it is a good way to have a bot lane that is hyper-fed on the enemy team, and you're down a player in every single team fight. Now, this is not that story. This is the story about a bot that was designed to piss off a jungler. And today it almost worked. However, this bot happened to be trying to piss off a very zen jungler this day. And this zen jungler happened to get the better of him. And so, at first, I didn't think this was a bot. He seemed to play like a regular person. For the most part, it was a little weird. Some of his plays seemed a little bit hyper-aggressive and very... XYZ is what I keep using, but it's just kind of this phrase where I'm saying if one thing happens, this happens. If this happens, then this happens. Every time his E's off cooldown, he plays very aggressively with it, just throws it out. It doesn't seem like he's calculating anything when he's throwing out these skill shots. It just seems like it's raw damage that's coming, like, as soon as it came out. Don't get me wrong, it's a good spot to E, but the smoothness seems a little sus. But at the same time, I'm still convinced this is a person, but they do start spam pinging me at some point, and I assume that was either me pissing them off or part of the program. But the interesting part of this game actually happens around 18 minutes. So about 18 minutes into this game, Mordekaiser starts following me around everywhere I go, attempting to last hit all of my camps. At this point, the way that Mordekaiser is clearing these camps with me, it seems programmed. It doesn't feel like I'm playing with a person. Even the way he's following me doesn't feel like a person clicking the mouse. It doesn't feel like a person responding to what I'm doing. It feels like a computer program responding to what I'm doing. It doesn't matter how unpredictable I feel, it always feels like somehow the Mordekaiser manages to stay right on fucking top of me. And is always lasted in my shit. Now, at this point, I'm in a voice call with the Kiana, and I'm driving the Kiana nuts, because I'm just like, look, I'll even go over here, I'll start clearing these camps, it's going to try and last hit these ones from me. Which, honestly, in itself was starting to tilt my brother pretty bad. He was irritated. I was a little irritated because I've got this fucking goober of a goddamn Mordekaiser just permanently following me around, trying to last hit all of my camps, trying to steal all of my camps. But, like, even fighting to its death, that's impressive to keep that level of focus, but at the same time, it's a little suspect. I mean, this is a bronze-silver game, a bronze-silver player throwing out that E there as it's dying, off cooldown. It's not impossible, but he's fucking, yeah. So, we keep going. Mordekaiser's about to spawn, and you notice the first thing it's going to do is beeline after me. I'm joking in the call right now about how I've got a second to go farm my red, and then this motherfucker teleports down lane so that I can't get to any camps without him. Which again, that felt a little bit like it was a human, but at the same time, I still think that was part of the script. I still think that was part. So you notice he doesn't try to start clearing minions until I did, and then he tried to start last hitting them. I move away, now it's going to follow me to go do whatever I'm doing elsewhere. At this point, I'm like literally like moving back and forth. I'm like, no, look. I'm telling you, this is a fucking program. My brother's like, you're fucking batshit. Calm down, stop. I was feeling a little batshit at this point in the game. You know, at this point, it's been 3 fucking minutes. It's been since like the 18-minute mark that this fool's been following me around, and I just got a Mordekaiser bodyguard at this point. I kind of appreciate it, but look, I peeled off the fight to start clearing these fucking wolves. Motherfucker pulls off the fight to start clearing the wolves. I come over here. He's flashing in to try and steal my kills even. Like, he didn't need to flash there. So, the good news is, you know, unlike the Sona bots, he's actually doing something. However, it also means that he's not in any fights that aren't with me. So if I'm somewhere, my team's got 3 people, and also he was kind of starting to fall behind an XP at this point, or at least forcing one of us to fall behind an XP. You notice Shaco's got a level on me because he was fighting me for all my camps. So at this point, we're arguing pretty tough. I go to do this dragon, and it occurs to me that in the state of the game, with the mid inhib down, my team's pushed up pretty well. Vayne's about to be pushing out top. After this dragon, assuming Mordekaiser is a bot and is a program and not a person, I can take this pre-programmed bot over to Baron, and it'll do Baron with me. If it was a person trying to piss off the jungler, a person would peel off here. Because everything about the way this Mordekaiser's been playing, spam pinging me before this, seems like they were trying to piss off the jungler and make them just tilt and have a bad day. So I bring him over. Again, my brother thinks I'm just fucking crazy at this point, and that no one would take the time to program a bot to do all of this. And as soon as we started this Baron, we both just started laughing, because it seemed so clear and evident at that point that it was just a bot. It was just a pre-programmed set of things that were supposed to be done. And honestly, with that said, this is a pretty impressive program. It's a rather impressive bot. Somebody took a lot of times to program all of the things that this Mordekaiser bot does, and took a lot of time to think about, how do I tilt my team? Now, I will say, it doesn't seem like they thought far enough ahead, because if they did, they would have told it to peel off of Baron if the Baron gets engaged, but I don't know how complicated that would have been to code from the computer standpoint, from the programming standpoint. Like, maybe it's just coded for jungle monsters once they're aggroed to be aggroed. Like, once the jungler aggroes the jungle creep, it programs the Mordekaiser to aggro whatever it is, and so it would be difficult to program a stop command for if Brand targets Baron, don't target Baron. But yeah, this was my fantasizing dive into a automated program being played on the Rift today and ranked games, and you know, it's take a look at a bot that's maybe not quite as cancer as having an AFK Sona bot lane, but while I won this game, it wasn't because of the Mordekaiser, I'll tell you that much. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next time.